Standard 7.EE.1 is about simplifying expressions, and then after this we're going to look at Standard 7.EE.2. So 7.EE.1, we're going to start with problem number 6. We're going to find the difference of the two expressions. So you see that the difference is indicated by subtracting. And so the first thing we would do is start by simplifying. We have 4/5 k plus 1. There's nothing in front of it but an invisible 1, and if we multiplied each of these terms by 1, they wouldn't change. Now we have negative, or subtracting the second term, so I'm going to subtract each term. Really, I'm just going to distribute a negative 1, a negative sign. It's like a negative 1 that's invisible here. So negative 1 times 3/5 k is negative 3/5 k, and negative 1 times negative 2 is positive 2. Now we're going to look for like terms. Notice this 4/5 k and negative 3/5 k are both terms that have the variable k. So I'm just going to subtract 4/5 minus 3/5 is 1/5 k. And then look at these constants. Positive 1 plus 2, 1 plus 2 is positive 3. I could combine them because they were both constants. And this is simplified, 1/5 k plus 3. Number 15, find the difference of the two expressions. We're just going to simplify once again. 5/6 a minus 1/5 b minus 8. We have this minus, so it's like a minus 1 or a negative 1 that will distribute. Negative 1 times positive 2/3 a is negative 2/3 a. Negative 1 times negative 7/10 b is positive 7/10 b. Negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. And then we'll go through and start combining like terms. 5/6 a minus 2/3 a. You could go to the side and figure this out. But 2/3 is equivalent to 4/6. So 5/6 minus 4/6 will be 1/6 a. And then we have negative 1/5 b plus 7/10 b. Negative 1/5 is like saying negative 2/10 plus 7/10 is positive 5/10, which is 1/2 b. And then we have negative 8 plus 3, which is negative 5. And so we have simplified this. There's nothing else we can do. These are not like terms now, so there's no more combining we can do, and we are finished with the problem. This next standard, 7.EE.2, is about equivalent expressions. And most of them are going to deal with expressions where we are dealing with percents. So we're going to look at this first problem, number 5. A store increases profits by marking up the price of soda by 15%. So there's a markup, means it increases. Which expression represents the new price of soda if the original cost is S dollars? So let's think for a minute. We start with S. We have all of it. We have 100% of S. And then we're going to mark up the price. We're going to add 15% of the original cost S to the price. So 100% plus 15% is 115% of S. And I could represent that as a decimal, 1.15 S. That's answer choice B. I'm going to go back to problem number 2. Members of the store's reward program earn 10% on their purchases in points. Which expression represents the points earned on a purchase of P dollars? It's not asking for the total cost or anything like that. It's just what amount of money is earned from these reward points. So, notice that they earn 10% of their purchases, and there's a purchase of P dollars. So they're earning 10% of P, 0.10 or 0.1 of P. Answer choice D. Number 10, An office decreases paper waste by 35%. So it's a decrease of 35%. Originally, the office produces W pounds of waste. Which expression represents the waste reduction? Well, we started with all of the waste and we subtract or decrease 35% of the waste. So now we have 65% of the original amount of waste. And that's not an option, so let's look over here. 100% of the waste would be 1W minus 35% is 0.35 W. And notice that answer matches answer choice D. Part B. How much paper waste do they produce now if they originally produced 8 pounds per month? Well, we calculated a little while ago that they're only producing 65% of the original amount of waste. So let's figure out what 65% 0.65 of 8 pounds is. We just multiply and get 5.2, and that's 5.2 pounds per month.